are you all today? Welcome to Wonderful Wednesday. By now you have had 3 days of your online learning, and I hope you've really enjoyed talking to your teachers online, completing the daily plans and getting as much support as you can by sending questions on School Voice. We have been really impressed and really excited to see so many of you go on to our online learning sites such as Raz Kids and Bravo Bravo. You have been amazing. Now, before I let you get started with Wednesday or Wonderful Wednesday, I want to ask you how much you know about why you're having to stay home just now and why everyone keeps asking you to wash your hands. I'm sure you've all heard about something called a virus. So let me tell you a little bit more about what a virus is and why it's affecting us coming to school and why we're having to wash our hands so much. So let me tell you a little bit about viruses and why you're being asked to stay at home and wash your hands a little bit more. Viruses are really, really small. They're so small that we cannot see them with our eyes. We have to look at them under a thing called a microscope. Microscope's this piece of equipment that I have here. Now, microscopes are used by scientists to see things or see the smallest things in the world, and viruses are one of the smallest things in the world. When we look at a virus under a microscope, it looks a little bit like this. Viruses are round and they have little spikes on the outside of them, just like these. So when we look under the microscope, this is what the scientists see. They see a round structure with little spikes on the outside. The virus that's making people feel sick just now looks like this. And it moves around by sticking to our hands and sticking to surfaces and floating in the air. And it can do all of these things because it's so small. So to make sure that we stop this virus from spreading around and making people sick, everyone's been asked to stay at home a little bit more and to wash their hands with soap. This will stop the virus from floating around because we can't see when it does that, and it will stop it from sticking to lots of surfaces, because remember what I said, we can't see it unless we have a microscope, so we don't know if it's there. At the end of this short film, you will find some information sheets that might help you or your family find more information about the virus and how to keep yourself safe. But if you've got any questions that you want to ask, please ask your teacher. You can send messages on School Voice and they'll get back to you. And if you want to challenge yourself and do some research while you're doing your learning at home, you can try to find out more about this, the microscope. Find out who discovered it or what it's used for. Maybe find out what things you can see through a microscope, or what viruses and bacteria and other small things in the world look like when we look through a microscope. And I'm sure your teachers would love to find out or hear about what you researched. Please send it to them if you can. So now I hope you're ready to start Wonderful Wednesday. But before you start, I hope that you have brushed your teeth and you've washed your face and you've all had a lovely breakfast. I wonder what you're having for breakfast. If it was me, I might have some cereal, some milk, some fruit, and I'd certainly have some water so that I was ready to learn. This morning you're going to start your day with Tuck In Tuesday, which I hope you watched last night. The story was The Hare Writes, and I know that your teachers have set some wonderful work this morning for you to do. If you need any help with that, please get your parents to send us a message on School Voice and we will certainly get back to you straight away. Have a wonderful Wednesday, everyone.